was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on.
So it's currently 5:11 in the morning and I haven't been to bed yet. A couple of weeks ago I made a video in which I explored my daily routine. I made that video because I was at a point with my daily routine in which I was super happy. I was ending most days with a sense of fulfillment, I guess you could say. But I'd be lying if I said this second lockdown hasn't been a huge curveball in regards to my physical and mental well-being. And to provide some context, the UK has been in lockdown for about 2 weeks now. All sense of my routine has gone out of the window and my overall headspace has transcended into a pretty negative position. It's super easy making a lifestyle video when everything's going swimmingly, and so I suppose the intention with this video is to highlight a more realistic approach. And so the plan is to be proactive in taking accountability, but also practicing some self-care, which I haven't done since the start of this lockdown. So I'm just going to start by having some coffee. It would feel wrong saying I'm starting this day with a coffee because although I technically am, the reality is I haven't been to sleep, and so this day isn't new by any means. I feel like today's probably a good day to use as little brain power as possible, and so watching, listening to podcasts and maybe a Disney movie is probably what's on the agenda.
With a cup and a cup activist. That's a double edge, just a knife. And I don't like to fight, but I'm fighting. Revenge in the air makes my lungs sick. Chopper in the sky like a gun trick. Clips on clips like Mike.
Whenever I feel like I'm in a bit of a rut, it's important for me to set myself 1 or 2 things that I want to get done for the day and actually get them done. But first, I'm feeling pretty hungry, so I've laid out some ingredients. We've got some bread, spinach, hummus, falafel, and some mushrooms. First goes the hummus. I've then just torn these falafels and put them on top. Chuck on a bit of spinach, then add the mushrooms, put the other side on. As you may or may not have noticed, my beard has gotten a lot thicker. It's because the beard trimmer I've used ever since I started shaving has finally died. I basically don't have an electric beard trimmer, so I need to go into town and buy a new one. Going back to that mindset of being in a rut, I think it's important to spend some time on your personal hygiene and grooming. Taking the time to look after yourself, I think, goes a long way in improving your overall mindset. When I go days or potentially even a week, 2 weeks, without addressing how I'm looking, it's usually indicative that I'm probably not in the best frame of mind. It can literally be as simple as making good food, washing my hair, doing my skincare. But from experience, I think it's fundamentally important to start small and then allow that ball to roll, gain momentum, gain speed. Here's a really quick haul for you. This cost me £30. Looks really cool, to be fair. It's definitely an upgrade on the one I have now. I wanted to pick up some melatonin, but Holland & Barrett didn't have any, so I got some valerian instead. Big one for me is to aid sleep. Yeah, I've been struggling going to bed, and so yeah, hopefully that helps. Also picked up a razor so that I can yeah, kind of groom my face a little, and these were on offer, like basically 2 for 1, so yep. As I was walking through town, I noticed a guy busking. I went up to him, had a little chat. I really admire his perseverance. Like, despite being in a national lockdown, he's still out on the streets, he's still producing and creating music. I mean, I only met him for 5 minutes, but you can tell he's a super talented guy, massive passion for music, and yeah, it's just very admirable. Also, a moment I felt pure panic was I was coming down the bridge on my bike recording my handlebars. I must have been going at least 25 miles per hour, no hands on the bars, and going over this huge bump swayed me right off. I genuinely thought for a second I was going over the bars at that speed. I obviously had my camera in my hands as well, and it just wouldn't have been pretty in front of all the cars. So I'm very, very glad that didn't happen. So it's now the morning after. I worked out that I slept for 14 hours. I went to bed at 7 p.m, woke up at 9 a.m. I'm craving a big, wholesome, hearty breakfast, so...
I've been going for a minute, now I'm back with the jump off. Goons in the club, case something jumps off. Back up for the hive, let the pumps off. In the graveyard, this bitch gets jumped off. All we wanna do is party. Buy everybody at the bar, Bacardi. Black Barbie dressed in Bacardi.
As of recently, I've been eating loads of these. These are persimmons, and I don't know why I'm about to explain it as if you have no idea what they are, but it's kind of like an apple, like it has a crunch to it, but it has no core. Kind of looks like the sun. But yeah, anyway, I want to enjoy that, so I'm not gonna eat it in 2 bites. The plan today is to basically maintain this attitude. And that's the full trim. It feels so much lighter. So as per usual, I just wanted to take a minute to bring this video full circle. Making this video has enabled me to be self-reflective, as well as take personal accountability, and it's super cool you guys get to experience that with me. Recently I picked up journaling. I do 1 A5 page per day, so it's nothing excessive. It allows me to recognize negative thinking patterns a lot more easily, and so bringing that point full circle, if you don't journal or you don't have a means of self-reflection, give journaling a go. Secondly, depending when and where you're watching this, if you're also in lockdown, know that it's perfectly acceptable to maybe not feel your best. We're in unprecedented times, and having simple liberties taken away from you, such as being able to go see your friends, is likely to trigger a pretty negative and emotional response. And so my last point is to look after yourselves. I know this video has been about me and my day, which again, I am super grateful for being part of your day in some way, but try to take some time and go inwards. It's a perfect opportunity to do so. Go on a walk, go on a run, do some yoga, make it yours. If you're looking to support me, you can do so just by dropping a thumbs up on this video. It helps me out greatly. Subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with the content, and you can feel free to check out my Instagram for the odd bit of hair inspo or lifestyle clip. But until then, I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.